Welcome to Exam Sale. In this voiceover we'll walk through the syllabus for the Salesforce Certified Development Lifecycle and Deployment Architect exam and explain what to study and why. This exam covers 7 domains and tests architecture and deployment skills across metadata, ALM, environment strategy, CI/CD, planning, source control, and production readiness, totaling 100%. The domain weights are metadata and release management 20%, application lifecycle management 16%, environment management and strategy 16%, integration and continuous delivery 13%, planning and development 12%, source control management 12%, and production readiness and deployment 11%. Metadata and release management is 20% of the exam, rated hard, with an estimated learning time of 35 hours and a scenario-based assessment. You will learn to architect release strategies using Metadata API, Tooling API, and package options while understanding Metadata API capabilities and limitations and how package XML manifests control deployments. Expect to study handling non-metadata components, destructive change and deletion workflows, API versioning, and package-based development topics like unlocked versus managed packages, dependency management, namespace considerations, and patching and upgrade strategies. Application lifecycle management is 16%, medium difficulty, estimated at 25 hours and assessed with conceptual and scenario questions. This domain focuses on governance frameworks and change control, so you will learn to establish a center of excellence and define change control board roles, risk mitigation approaches, impact analysis, and stakeholder communication plans. You will also cover the full life cycle phases including development, testing, and staging environment roles, business requirement gathering and technical design, UAT and sign-off procedures, post-release support, and continuous improvement of delivery processes. Environment management and strategy is 16%, medium difficulty, estimated at 20 hours and scenario-based. You will learn sandbox strategy and optimization, including differences between developer, pro, partial, and full sandboxes, refresh cycles, data masking, environment hub configuration, storage limits, and when to use scratch orgs versus sandboxes. The domain also covers multi-org architectures, with guidance on single versus multi-org choices, metadata synchronization across global orgs, shared services and integration hubs, master data management, and strategies for org consolidation or splits. Integration and continuous delivery is 13%, hard, estimated at 30 hours and scenario assessments. This area teaches CI/CD pipeline architecture and automation, use of the Salesforce CLI for automated deployments, orchestration of test execution and code coverage, quality gates and static analysis, and managing deployment artifacts and build logs. You will also focus on automated testing and validation, including unit and regression testing best practices, UI automation options, performance and load testing in sandboxes, test data setup and teardown, and mocking external services for reliable integration tests. Planning and development is 12%, medium difficulty, estimated at 15 hours and both conceptual and scenario-based. You will determine appropriate project methodologies like Agile, Scrum, or Waterfall and learn to write user stories with clear acceptance criteria, perform estimations, plan sprints, groom backlogs, and track velocity and burndown metrics. The domain also emphasizes development standards such as coding conventions, separation of concerns in Apex design, developer workstation configuration, peer review processes, and documentation requirements for technical solutions. Source control management is 12%, medium, estimated at 20 hours with conceptual and scenario questions. You will apply source-driven development practices including Git-based branching strategies like Git flow and trunk-based approaches, resolving metadata merge conflicts, and treating source control as the single source of truth while tracking changes with the Salesforce CLI and structuring repositories for Salesforce DX projects. Code review and branch management topics include pull request workflows and approvals, feature and hotfix branching strategies, tagging and release branches, auditing commits, and automated merge conflict detection. Production readiness and deployment is 11%, medium, estimated at 15 hours and scenario-based. You will learn deployment planning including go-live checklists and runbooks, Post-deployment verification steps, data migration strategies and record-level dependencies, user training and communications, and managing maintenance windows and service notifications. You will also study rollback and disaster recovery design, data backup and restore procedures, emergency fixes in production, monitoring system health after release, and assessing deployment success metrics. In total, the syllabus maps to about 160 hours of estimated learning time and emphasizes scenario-based thinking and hands-on practice. Focus on the weighted domains, build practical CI/CD and sandbox strategies, and practice real deployments to be ready for this architect-level exam.